The building was built in 1942, about 1940. And so we had people who were in that period costume, people in the 40s, and they just sort of milled around in the environment as if they were strolling in the park at that time. They also, at that, was a wonderful photo op for all the families to get their picture taken with these people in that lovely setting in the costume folks. There were face painters, and there were balloon artists, and there was all kinds of children's activity. The canine unit from the police department showed up and gave demonstrations, as you can see in the top right-hand corner there. We also had, there's our friends from the park board enjoying themselves, and you can see Michael right there. As I said, this was a really dynamic partnership between CTM committee and the park board. Everybody worked together for a good couple months in advance to make this thing happen. There was also all kinds of activity on the inside. They had exhibitions, and they had displays, and they had the planetarium going, and there were people everywhere all the time. They had, as Steve mentioned, Rapture was there down in the gully area. Is that what you call it, Michael, or the
back alley?
The back alley there, and they were constantly giving demonstrations of the birds of prey. Again, more exhibitions upstairs. We had lots and lots of activities, both inside and outside, and there was a very nice flow of how people walked in and out and through the park, and really enjoyed all of the festivities that we had there that day. Lots of fishing, free fishing rods. People could walk up and just hook up a hook and fish. The lake was stocked, right? The lake was stocked to like the gills for the event. And everybody, I mean, it was families and singles and grandparents and kids and brothers and sisters, and a huge number of people showed up for it. There were art-making activities down in the basement of the Trailside Museum. And then, of course, as Steve said, the Bluebirds played. Now, the Bluebirds are one of these really great rock and roll rhythm and blues bands that play around town. And we set up a little concert area for them, but the music traveled all throughout the entire park, and they played just two wonderful, really dynamic sets. Again, more activities inside and outside. And there's the crew of people that put it together. They gave away lots and lots of water and lots of pizza. Something like, did you say 500 slices of pizza?
50 pizzas.
50 full pizzas.
50 large. From Papa John's on Short Vine.
And I showed this picture because this kid just enjoyed it all. He went through the entire Trailside Museum. He got a balloon hat. He got his face painted. He watched the magician. He listened to the rock band. He slid down the slide. He just had this guy. I was watching. He just enjoyed it all. And then again, some of the adults enjoyed it as well. The slide was really beautifully updated with Teflon, I believe. So it was a wonderful gliding surface. The slide was important because everybody had this wonderful memories of being a kid themselves and sliding down the slides. As I said, even the adults. But if you can see on the left-hand side, what we were trying to do is really create new memories. And so the little one was just finished sliding. He was crawling back up to slide down again. A really big thank you to not just the police department, not just the Rapture folks and all the people, but the fire department who came through at the very last moment and came with about 5 minutes worth of water in their trucks. And we handed out about 150 kazoos to all the people that were there. And they shot off the water cannons in a pattern, and the sun was shining, and there was little bursts of rainbows. And it was really a wonderful grand finale to the entire event. We think, and this is a guesstimation, but I was talking to some of the police people, and they thought that maybe there was about 500 to 700 people through that day, which for a first-time event is really wonderful, and people enjoyed themselves. And I'm showing this slide because, and I'm ending on this slide because one of the things that became so apparent is that this event was successful because there was community buy-in. The Clifton Town Meeting group that helped organize it really went out there and developed the PR, got the people involved, used the resources of the park board, but got the neighborhood to say, yeah, this is something we want to do. And I'm saying that because I, as a member, have been asked by the park board to join them next month as a community member to talk to them about the programming in Burnet Woods in general for next year. And that means what's going to go on in terms of the music and what's going to go on in terms of events like this. And I encourage any CTM member, especially members of the Parks and Rec Board to join me at that meeting with the Park Board, just to open up a dialogue between the community, between CTM and other interested parties to figure out exactly what we can do with this park. It was a huge success, and I wanted to thank all the people here at CTM who helped make it happen.